Hi everybody, Jonathan here with an amazing announcement. You can now get up to 17,000 high quality Megascans assets for your 3D workflow for free until the end of the year. And I'm going to show you how you can do this and download these, start to build a library in my favorite software, Vectorworks of course, and we'll show you how amazing these assets are. So this all started just last week. I received a couple of emails from Epic Games. The first one was announcing that the FAB library is now fully functional and that the Megascans have now been moved from the Megascans website over to the FAB library. Now the most interesting part of this announcement is that the Megascans are actually going to be freely available until the beginning of next year. So you've got a limited window in which you can actually download these and store them away and use them pretty much in any 3D software that will work with the imported Megascans. Now I don't know if you know about Megascans, but these are amazing assets that I've been using for a while in my Twinmotion workflow, and they really are unbelievable. They're super high quality, and if you need things like landscapes or trees or tree trunks, barrels, anything for a kind of like gamified environment or just to enhance and prop out your scene, you will find that there's just so many different objects and content here. It's pretty mind-blowing. So your typical kind of thing you can see, lots of little components, things like rocks and bits of building. And what I really want to show you is how you can kind of like basically download these and work with them. Now I'm going to use my favorite software, Vectorworks, but it really doesn't matter what software you use. As long as you can import them, the principles will be the same. So here we go. We can see we're on the Megascans website, or the FAB website, should I say, from now on. And I can basically click and download all these different types of file formats. Now, with a bit of experimentation, I found that with my favorite CAD software, Vectorworks, these files are the ones that I want to use, the USD files. Universal Scene Description is a new file format that Vectorworks has started to import and export quite recently. And thank goodness for that, because this means that we can access 17,000 assets from Megascans into Vectorworks. So as you can see, I've downloaded a couple of these items, and what I'm going to do is basically just find them and drag and drop them. So here we go. We can actually go to my downloads folder, select these USD files. And by the way, if I do want to preview them, I can just right click in Apple and open up in preview and spin them around, which is actually really, really cool. So, if you do want to preview USD files, make sure you set them as the extension for preview, so they'll always open in preview. So now if I double click them, I can just open them up and preview them very easily. Okay, so I'm going to drag and drop those into Vectorworks, and you immediately see that we're starting to import these USD files. There's a couple of options here. So within the Vectorworks one, I definitely want to create some RenderWorks textures, and I'm going to also create them into a class called Megascans, so that when I organize these for the future in my libraries, they'll already be in the right class. Okay, so with 2 or 3 clicks, you'll see that I've now imported those files. But what happened was, because I actually selected them to be created as Vectorworks symbols, you can see I've got the textures in here, but the symbols themselves weren't inserted. They were just kind of placed in my resource manager. Now this is actually really nice, because what I can do is go into my resource manager, I can right click, change the previews to maybe be an isometric view, also in rendered view. I love the resource manager in Vectorworks. And if this is something you're using or not using as well as you should do in Vectorworks, it's definitely worth learning how to use to the full extreme. So you can see that I've managed to get these really nice little previews and also a high resolution preview over on that right hand side. So just dragging those basically 3D symbols into Vectorworks, and let's do one of my little favorite tricks, which of course is align and distribute, just to get them lined up neatly. Okay, fantastic. So the reason I've brought 3 in is really just to show you these have 3 levels of quality, from low to medium to high. So depending on the kind of project workflow, you may decide that you want, all 3 of these, or you might just decide you want the low quality one if you're kind of like got your building in the distance. I thought I'd give myself some flexibility by bringing in all 3. And of course, each of these will be slightly different file sizes. So here's a really nice little trick. I've double clicked onto the 3D symbol, but I'm editing the 2D part of the geometry, and then I can right click and basically generate a top view of this symbol. So what this means is, with a little bit of cleaning up, I can exit that symbol, and you'll see that I've got a really nice 2D representation of my symbol. Okay, so let's do this once again, but this time I'm going to use a different technique. I'm going to go to the render bitmap tool, and I'm just going to increase the resolution of that bitmap and basically render out a little bitmap image, as you can see. So I can basically copy and paste in the 2D bitmap into my model, and basically that means I get a really nice rendered representation. So we've got a graphic one, a rendered one, and let's just double click and do this one more time and see how this one looks. In fact, we'll just leave this one as it is, because when you change the top view, you already have it there. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to go back into my Quixel Megascans, going to download my second asset now. And I'm going to put a search term in for modular, which means I kind of start getting all the bits of the modular building, which I'm, really interested in as an architect. These are going to save so much time if I was kind of building a bit of backdrop, or maybe if I was working in the film industry or kind of set design for a TV production. This would be an ideal workflow. I guess people don't use Vectorworks in the gaming industry so much, but there's no real reason why they shouldn't, certainly to map out ideas and kind of like do the level design as well. Okay, so we've downloaded a whole bunch of these USD files. Let's just go through this process one more time quickly, and you can see how quick and effective this is. So I'm just going to kind of select those, all three file formats. Let's drag and drop them in and basically put them on a different design layer this time. Okay, so this is all quite nice, the very slick workflow. It really only takes a second. So now basically I can just go onto that layer and let's go into my symbols, and basically you can see there they are. Let's just right click and bring them in, drag and drop. So those three levels of detail are really quite welcome. You can see there's the low, there's the medium, and let's just get them in the right order. So that's the low, that's the medium, and that's the high level of detail. You can actually see that already from the meshes. Let's align and distribute them quickly as well. And now let's look at them in 3D. Now I think you'll agree you really can see the difference here between the low level of detail and the medium and the high. So just choose wisely. But if in doubt, just download all three. I mean, they're going to be free for you until the end of the year. Okay, so we'll do those nice little tricks about setting the previews and the thumbnail preview as well. So this is something that I always love to do when I build my wonderful Vectorworks libraries. And if you have seen my CAD website, you'll know that I produce up to 50 different libraries. I don't sell all of these, but there is a mega bundle pack you can buy with 25 wonderful CAD libraries that will save you tons of time and make you very productive. So do look out for those. I just wanted to reach out to you and offer my teaching and training services that I offer all over the world via Zoom. I'm an experienced architect with over 20 years experience, but I've been a Vectorworks user my entire career, and I really love teaching people from small practices to individuals, whatever level you currently are. I can help you on 2D, 3D, BIM, or various visualization workflows. I also really love teaching Vectorworks in combination with things like Twinmotion, Enscape and D5 Render for 3D visualization. So wherever you are in the world, if you'd like to reach out and improve your Vectorworks skills, please book a call or drop me an email and I'll be very pleased to help. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, fantastic. So let's go ahead with showing you how I can actually kind of incorporate these items into a very quick modular build. So you can see I've selected these Quixel assets. Vectorworks is so beautifully precise just to kind of duplicate and place these. Now I can basically copy one of those in, and let's just snap that into position. And I think what I'll do, I'll just use my mirror command just to kind of mirror across, using the B key maybe to hold down. And hopefully, within a few moments, you'll see, whoops, let's just kind of like rotate this. And basically, let's select both of those. Using the B key is actually really good because you get that nice level of accuracy. And I'll just duplicate across and then Command D again. So look at that, in a few seconds I've built this incredibly detailed building using these wonderful Megascans assets, completely free as well at this stage. So I think this is going to be an amazing bonus for, as I say, people in the film industry, kind of working in kind of set design for TV production, and why not architects as well, looking to kind of create some context and enhance their visuals with all these wonderful assets. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, I really love making libraries, and as I say, it's something that I found really has helped me and my clients and my workflow. So here's a few of the other items I downloaded during the course of making this tutorial. And here we are just sort of using the save views in Vectorworks to animate between them. But, you know, I really am super impressed by the quality of the Quixel assets. I would recommend probably go for the medium or the high quality unless you've kind of got a reason to go for low quality. It seems a shame to have the low quality. You know, if you're actually up close, you will notice the difference, I think. So with a little kind of drive around, we can kind of like go to explore our model, and this is super fun. Well, everybody, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. What do you think about the new Megascans assets being free for all of you? I think it's incredible, and I definitely recommend snapping some of these up. So make sure you hang around for the next videos by liking and subscribing. I've got some really good tutorials coming up, I promise. I look forward to seeing you in the next ones. Take care, bye-bye.